Hello, I am here in northern Arkansas on the banks of the Illinois River. This is the exact crossing area of the Jesse Bushyhead route, the Binge route, and a lot of the northern detachment routes on the Trail of Tears. This bridge is the exact crossing area. This bridge was rebuilt in the 1920s. This is the exact crossing area for the Binge route, the Jesse Bushyhead route. Evan Jones, John B. Jones, Robert Rogers, Walter Adair would have walked across or crossed over the Illinois River at this location. I think this road used to be called the old Cane Hill Road. Some of the detachments would continue past Prairie Grove. At the time, it was not Prairie Grove. Prairie Grove had two prior names. It was an old settlement that was settled around a spring that is still currently flowing in the middle of town. And it was established in the early 1800s, I think 1818. The cemetery has the grave of the town founder, of the early town founder. And so the Trail of Tears northern detachments, the Binge route, including the Jesse Bushyhead and Evan Jones route, came through this area. This is where they crossed the Illinois River. Majority of the northern routes would continue into Indian Territory, present-day Westville, Oklahoma. Some of them would go a little further, where Evansville, Arkansas is, and cross over into Mrs. Weber's plantation. One of the detachments would go through Cane Hill down into or through Prairie Grove into Cane Hill, and then turn and go back up towards Summers and then go into Westville through that area. The Binge route would continue south into Weber's plantation. This is the old crossing bridge. This bridge was rebuilt in the 1920s, but this was the crossing area for the northern detachments, the northern routes, as well as the Binge route of the Trail of Tears. Going this direction, you go into Fayetteville. Fayetteville, they have an old burial where one of the Cherokees are supposed to be buried. And also they have the Trail of Tears Park where they camped. The Binge route camped in some of the northern detachments at different times of the years. Not all at the same time. The roads, there were 5 different status of roads back in the time of the Trail of Tears. There was first class, second class, third class, fourth class, and fifth class. And what that meant was first class was the widest road, up to 12 feet wide, and that was for large wagons. And second class was for smaller wagons and so forth. And the fifth class was for like just a footpath and maybe a horse. Majority of the detachment routes took the more wider roads, which would extend from 8 to 12 feet wide. Some of them crossed very narrow roads. Some of them did have to take narrow roads, but the Trail of Tears detachments really made the road system through Arkansas in some of the parts that they went. So that's it of the crossing of the Illinois River for the Trail of Tears. The northern route, the Benz route. So Jesse Bushyhead, Evan Jones would have crossed this area of the Illinois River.